Life is up, Brennan.
Thanks for coming on to talk about the academy though.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Tell me a little bit about your experience before you came in, and then tell me about how it kind of happened as you throughout the academy.
Okay. So prior to, I was in a pretty rough spot. Just I think financially, it was rolling over emotionally. Just feeling so defeated, like, and I think I saw you on Instagram, and I was like, wow, he's very on it. Like I'm intrigued. And so I thought I would do a little research and, investigate. And I said, I really need this. Like I think I needed more direction, and something that I think was tangible. You hear a lot of people talk about finance and you should do this, do that, but I didn't feel like there was a true blueprint to get it done. And so I didn't have the finances, but I was like, I have to take this leap because I think it will really change for the long term. And I did. And it was a little bit overwhelming initially because it was so much information,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like, accountability, right? It wasn't like, if you don't do it, you're a bad person, but you felt bad if you didn't do it, so to speak.
We set it up like that. We try to get you guys to do things.
And you did a really good job with that. So, um, just trying to absorb all the information, like even like the small things, in my opinion, which is like the Excel. And I'm like, everybody should have used at least at some point in their life Excel, but just like the little tricks and stuff like that with Excel, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was like, what is this? But in the end,
That's why Tom's there. That's why Angel's there. That's why I'm there.
yes, and they are
The whole
they are
success
awesome.
team.
They really are. They bring us a level of support that I wish more Targets and Walmarts and everybody else had. But once you get past, I would say that first 2, 3 weeks of like just kind of the realization, like this is just not no little handbook and do this, but this is like actually real, very intense um training, I would say. It started to get better and it started to become more real, with I would say like knowing where your money is going and knowing where I've spent way too much and where
Mhm.
I could use that in other places. And even like for myself, I can say, I don't know that I spent a lot, but it was just overhang from like the properties that I owned and things like that that I had to kind of reshift
Mhm.
and
It's a whole
reallocate.
restructuring of everything. It's
It
it's
is.
it's almost a I always look at it as like a paradigm shift. You come
Yes, it
in, it's like
is.
it's like holy crap, this is like I know I've heard about index funds. I know I've heard about Roth IRAs, budgets, tax diversification, tax planning, estate planning, all those types of things. But like, what does that actually mean in real life?
Yeah.
How do
What
I
does
apply that? And like, I'm all about the theoretical education to the practical application. I say,
And that was what made this program different because anybody can stand, I would say, at a podium or go to a seminar and they can talk it, but the tangible aspect, this is seeing the results and applying it and actually holding yourself to it and saying, I'm gonna do this, and if I don't, that's on me.
yep.
I'm gonna fall short. And then learning about, like you said, the index funds and the taxable brokerage account and HSA, which that HSA, oh, I, I bet a lot of people wish they was on a high deductible
What I'm
because
saying.
that is amazing. So, but I think just for like people who are considering joining, I think that they will be quite surprised in the best way. I think like I say, you kind of go into these things and you think it's just, just another ad on Instagram or just somebody promoting something, but this is it. This is
Yeah.
the real deal. It really is. And um, I'm just so grateful, even though I wish I was able to be in a more consistent income situation where I could have
Yep.
really benefited from the different things that we were made available to us. But
And the good
now
thing is
that
you
that's
have that. We have lifetime now, so like things
yeah,
things are going to change, and you're there. You can apply. You can come back to it.
yes.
Like that's the cool thing about it. I like the lifetime access, which I just updated like a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm so glad you did. I was like, I've been thinking about Rosina because
I'm seeing your progress through. Like, obviously the 6 months is done, technically speaking, but I'm making it on my agenda personally to see your progress all the way through to the end because I care deeply.
thank you. Oh my God, thank you, Brennan.
Yeah. So
That
you
means
you
a lot
you have
because I
access
know.
you have access to me. You have
Oh,
access to me. Direct.
oh my God. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, that's a little emotional for me.
It's
Oh
all
my,
it's all good. I,
oh
I
my
want to see you all the way through.
God. Oh, mm. Thank you,
It's
Brennan.
it's good. Take a second.
Please.
Because when you came in here, there were so many things, and it was the properties and all those things, and those things are kind of coming past, right? And so we're gonna take you to the end. We're taking you to the final destination.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I appreciate that so much because I was passionate when I came out. I was like, I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna get this done. And then, with this lifestyle I've selected as being a consultant, which is not for everybody, but you have to go through those ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I can't do my taxable brokerage. I had my whole thing set up on my OneNote on my computer. I did all the lessons and I'm like, okay, this is the account I want. This is the fund I want. And I was like, I can't do anything right now.
Yep. If you care, I care. That's what I always say. I always say, like, guys, I want to help everybody, but like some people just don't care, but you care, and it's very evident. So we're seeing this all the way through. What would you tell somebody, like, let's say somebody's on the fence, somebody's like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I should do this. Like, I'm nervous. Who's this guy on the internet? Like, what would you tell that person? Or maybe think about yourself 12 months ago or before the program.
I would say every now and again, an opportunity presents itself and you have to get outside of your own way of thinking at some point. You have to say, there's something more out there. And if I don't take one chance on myself to kind of promote and say, I'm going to leave this comfortable spot that I've been in for so long. I'm going to leave this spot that I've been doing it all myself. And clearly, it's not really progressing in the way that I want to. I have to take a chance on someone else or something else that I believe can take me to that next level. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think that people get so caught up in their own little moment, in their own little block, and they feel like, well, it's not working. I'm fine with it, or I'm going to keep doing it myself. It's going to come around eventually. No, at some point, you have to take a step back and say, this is not working. I
Yeah.
have to become humble enough to lean on someone else that I know at least I can have some confidence in that will lead me in the right direction. And I have to say, when I first saw you, I was like, there's no way that this guy can be so passionate about this, and I see it in you. It's not just your conversation, but I can see that this is something you have grounded yourself in, and it's not just about likes and follows. It's about an inner passion.
I suck at that side. I'm not even. I just showed up on Instagram one day. I was like, I might as well start posting. I was a picture of a dog at one point.
And I'm like, look at this. Like he doesn't stop. I even think about, I'm like, he has a whole family, he has a wife, he has two daughters. How is he doing this? He put so much into this. And I'm telling you, the people that are truly benefiting from it, it's just like a lifetime relationship that even if they never spoke to you again, they're
Yep.
going to always be able to go back and say, Brennan helped me with this. He did this
Incredible.
for me. And
Incredible.
that's what matters.
It
That's
does.
what counts.
The long-term impact is what I'm after. I'm not here for likes, clicks, or 2 years in the game and dip. I'm here for a long time.
And I know
Until I
that.
drop, I'm here.
I know that I know. So I would tell anybody, go for it. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that. I don't drop too many promises, but this particular situation, I promise, if you put in the time and the effort, you will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can just kind of walk over the surface and kind of cut a few corners. No, you have to dig deep with this and really have to dig deep in yourself and be honest. I love the community. I love the fact that there's so many people across the nation, across the world, they get on and they're so honest and they're so forthcoming about everything that they're going through. And there's very few places that you can really do that and
Yep.
feel comfortable with it. So I think that makes it even more real, that people can come together and share everything and not feel like intimidated about it.
Yeah.
So
I